stream. Uh, so we just finished the first one. We could watch the recap, or we can click all these buttons. Bleh. Alright, so let's, actually, do you want the recap, or do you want to play through it for yourself? Or do you just want to see, like, the VOD? Maybe there was something I didn't notice, or gonna watch the recap.
When the sun stopped in the sky, life continued as normal. Then the stone-armored dredge reappeared. Ancient foes from the far northern reaches. And the world was thrown into chaos.
I mean, dude, it's 6 3/4 hours long,
Giant
so...
Varl defenders were slaughtered.
Do what you
Their strongholds destroyed. Now Hakon is the Varl king and protects who is left of his race. Rook, a humble hunter and father of Alette, found himself leading frightened clansmen towards safety. His caravan crossed paths with Juno and Eyvind, two of the mysterious spellweavers known as Menders, who know something about the massive, mountain-breaking serpent on the loose. In Borsgard, a town under the protection of the mercenary leader Bolverk, both Varl and human stood against a dredge general. The
Fair
immortal
enough.
Sunder, known as Bellower. Juno devised a way to stop Bellower,
You should
but
probably
it cost the
head
life
out now then.
of one
Quick.
held deer.
Flee! Run!
The saga continues.
The saga continues! This is probably gonna be a short one, but I am gonna try and play for a little bit, but thanks for stopping by, Varric. I hope you catch up quick. I know time is not exactly on anyone's side when it comes to stuff like this, but hey everybody, good morning. Well, or time's an appropriate greeting. I hit affiliate. I don't have anything yet, but that's a thing. Things will come in time. First things first, and this is probably most important. Let's dial that back just a little bit so not everybody goes deaf. Just me. Alright. Import saved game. I guess that one, because that one's from 2015. I didn't know it still existed even. I didn't show up on one, but there we go. The saga continues.
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á fleiti. Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant war, remain alive. Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones. Several weeks have passed since we slew the Sunder known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking. We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberine, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dregs, assaulting another hopeless village.
Let's get to it. Hey Alloy, good morning, or time zone appropriate reading. Move away from those glowing rocks! This one's mine! Jesus. No, no, to the depths of you! Good job, buddy. And... oh, he took a hit. Nice shot. We'll handle the rest. Pull back. Yay! My thanks, strangers. Better let him keep fighting. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Oh, baby Dredge. Oh, people's corpses. Or shall the order of never blah blah. We've already done this once before, at least. But let me play. I played the first one. I imported my save. Why does it show you this tutorial when you imported your save? Like, actually. Morning, Snoop. Were you able to eventually get to bed, or were you just sort of up the whole time? Can't even see their stats yet. Good to hear it. Glad you weren't just exhausted. Can I play the game? Like, this is a good tutorial and all, but like, I played this game. I have played it. Villagers' reactions range from terrified by the foes to awestruck at your arrival. The leader approaches and bows in front of Ivor. Your timing makes me think the gods have returned. Please, He stops when Ivor nods his head towards you. The man peers under your hood. A girl leads those who saved us from those things? She ordered us to land, and those things are dredge, like the ones you probably heard about as a kid. Between losing so many clansmen in this, I feel I'm not myself. Thank you, child. Also, wait for the... Hey, thanks for the follow, Cog Whistle. I appreciate it. Hope you stick around for a while. He whips his cloak back with a flourish. I will not be able to stream later this evening because I am unfortunately going to be away from my computer. It's tough for me to stream on Thursdays and every other Friday, but I will be back on the weekend. I'm Alio, the Scald. Your name? Alette. This is Ivor. Wait, hold on. Sorry. That's the wrong voice. Alette. And this is Ivor. Ah, names destined for history. Sounds like the brave poet is going to use us in a few proper verses. I'll even make them rhyme, given time. His smile seems genuine, as much as the concern that follows. Do you have any idea what might be causing the deep rumbling underfoot? Deep rumbling? Could be that giant serpent again. The serpent? In the sun? A Dormir? I'm no holy man, but joking about dead gods feels wrong. I don't think the sun serpent would break mountains and try to swallow us all. You would say when the sun stopped in the sky like it is. Ilya looks skeptical. He looks skeptical about his goddamn haircut. Tell me, did you just come from Borsgard? I heard rumor that Sunder Bellower was sacking the town. We killed him. Elio pauses and looks at Ivor, who confirms your statement with a nod. History indeed. Sunderslayer's here among us. Depths, there's so many questions to ask. They'll have to wait until we're safely back on the longships and leaving this place. The Skald nods his understanding, but another question creases his brow. Leave, not to sound ungrateful, but this place, it's all we have. It's our home. I felt the same when Skogar was overrun. Except we had the sense to leave when we were able. But my children, you don't understand. I know exactly what it means to be a child stripped from your home and family. Elio takes a step back before lowering his head. Packing and tending to our dead will take some time, but I'll have everyone on the ship soon. You watch Elio join his family. He moves his hands too much when he talks. It's unsettling. You smile but say nothing. People think we're heroes now. The world is breaking in more ways than one. It's not the first time you've been called a hero, Ingvar. Ivor, your father's closest friend, looks unamused. He's one of the giants known as Varl, and has fought Dredge in the Northern Winters, personally killing one of their generals, the Sunder Rays, and lost an arm to the Sunder Bellower. Your humor reminds me of your father's, since we're talking about things we'd rather avoid. I just keep hoping I'll wake up and see my dad again. Yeah, I keep thinking this is one of Rook's pranks, like when he made your mother think he had the plague. Ivor's smile fades when he sees your face. Sorry, I'm sure thinking about losing one parent is hard enough. I like hearing about how they were together. Happy humans, they used to call them. She made him smile. He made her laugh. You look so much like her when you smile. The entire caravan seems to enjoy it too. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts. That was sweet. It's actually cooled down at least a little bit today. It's also fairly early, so it's not super hot today, but it is still very humid. 34C, Jesus. The traveling merchants are surprisingly well stocked. Hold on, that's not his voice. The traveling merchants are surprisingly well stocked. Ubin, the old Varl, dubbed Scrivener, says. Since Borsgard, our numbers have grown. People have scavenged for food and eaten it too. Regardless, we'll make plenty of supplies considering our destination. Thanks, Ubin. Of course, he says. Oh, I almost forgot. There's something ruffling the feathers of the ravens, the mercenaries who followed us from Borsgard. Chat with their leader Bolver, but be careful. He's not like other Varl. Population's 5, blah, 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 blah. Great morale. Let us see what is available. Get 10 renown. Dingler's Eye. Stalin Dust. don't need more supplies. Fine, we'll get a month's worth. Dingus. Alright. 2 strength resist, 1 armor, minus 1 movement. Plus 2 armor. Plus 3 will talents. Plus 1 will per rest. I don't know what that means, but it seems interesting. Taken's full. I do like additional break, but we'll back up. Egil, he lived! Also morning. Hey, Sotar. Dun dun dun. I saw nothing. Let's talk with Egil first. Cause he lived through the game! You find Egil, or Gil, engaged in conversation with Prince Luton, and wait to approach. I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. Didn't know there were rules on how to ask. But now you do. My father clearly needs to enforce customs across the backlands of his kingdom. Oh, out here where we earn a name for ourselves instead of being born with a title? Luton, surprised by the comment, sees you standing nearby. He straightens his posture. Your words are getting the better of you. I'll attempt to forget what you just said. Also, the young boy mustache looks interesting. The prince nods to you and walks away. What was that all about? Gil looks shocked to see you. Nothing. Just becoming a King's Guard requires more than skill. You need a name. King's Guard? You're looking forward to Arbor Rang, aren't you? Just thinking about the future, you know? He suddenly looks concerned. Alette, listen, I'm sorry for not fighting by you during the attack. You don't need... No, I do. I promised your father I'd always protect you. I don't need protecting, but I could use a friend. I get that, and we are friends, but he searches for the right words. The point is, I'm around if you need me. Thanks, Gil. That means a lot. Give him a brief smile before walking away. Ugh, that's not great. Alright, let's check with Oddleaf. Oddleaf, a friend and mentor, is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. This game is so... Hold on. Joe, have you not played or seen this game before? It's got a very kind of, also it is kind of Elsa, but... Elsa the Archer, but it's got a very kind of, what was the term I used for it? It's a kind of Bakshi, Lord of the Rings style aesthetic, and I really love it. Give us a moment, will you? The group walks away as Oddleaf stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. Those people owe you their lives. Your decision to stop here saved every one of them. Well, our clansmen all agreed. Don't be naive. Saving people is what you do, what your father did. Those under his banner agreed because they follow you. Her tone is forceful, and you almost smile to break the tension. Almost. Alette, they respected Rook, and that respect is passed to you, but give them any reason to doubt you, and it'll vanish. How should we play Alette? Do we make her like, I am strong in will, but slightly traumatized, or more realistic? Alright, let's do... Or do we be sassy? What do you guys think? I haven't played this one, so I don't know how any of these go. I kind of want to... Let's make Alette a shonen hero. Then I won't give them any reason to doubt me. She stares at you for a drawn-out moment before nodding. Her demeanor softens. I want to discuss the clansmen. They're good at scavenging for food, and the more we have, the more food they'll find. Training some of them to fight will help keep the others safe, but it takes time, and I'm not sure we have much of that to spare. As our leader, you're expected to decide how many fight and how many look for food. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Odd. You turn to leave, but Oddleaf stops you. She grabs you in a tight hug. Rook had a way of making it easy for all of us to be stronger. Her words seem to be as much for her as they are for you. Sweet potato waffle fries. Let's talk to Bolverk. The Varl mercenary leader Bolverk, and a rather large female fighter talking to Juno, member of the Spellweaving Menders Council. Bolverk looks annoyed. Nothing unusual. There is no haggling on this. You have already accepted the offer in Borsgard. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? Juno is surprised by your presence. It doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the Varl. A legacy to the survival of this caravan. Something I doubt you care to do. She's a little small for such a big role, isn't she? Well, the Varl are giants. Like actual giants. And they have horns. They're horny giants. Don't talk about me like I'm not here. You're right. Sorry for being rude. Unfortunately, this is a private matter. Her look at Bolverk says she expects him to keep it private. Aiden needs my help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Hakan at the dock when you're ready. Juno leaves without another word. Fame Folka. One of these days, Claw and Fang will get thirsty for Spellweaver blood. Claw and Fang? His axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blades sharp, and the cheeks scarred from plenty of use. But it's the gray handles that stand out. They're unlike anything you've ever seen before. So you're leading this rabble now? Only to Arborang, then it's King Meinolf's job. Like he's got the answer to any of this. He'd royally piss himself if he ever saw a dredge. And the pig-tailed fighter laughs. What's your name? I'm Folka, a shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bolverk gives her a stern look, but she doesn't back down. I already know who you are, chieftain. Do you have a better idea than Arborang? Yeah, make a new plan. You think some walls and king are going to save you? Bolverk snorts and turns his attention to a large sealed cart behind him. His bear-cloaked back indicates the conversation is over. Okay. Isn't he friendly? No, like, Varls are actual giants. As you can see. That's one next to a guy. Wooden planks of the well-used dock creak as you walk on them. Khan, a warrior recently acknowledged as King of the Varl, paces on the dock. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring? I'm just as lost as you are at this. Or, I can help if you need it. Giant raises his eyebrows. You've got your own battles to fight, little one. I hear men saying they don't want to follow a girl, and proving yourself while being compared to the previous leader of your clan isn't easy. His mood darkens. Vognir's death doesn't sit well with me. I aim to figure it out, but for now, let's sail. Depart! After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats on your rickety longships built out of scrapwood scavenged in Borsgard. The ravens find space around a large cart on their black-sailed vessel. Oars slowly move all the boats onto the river's current. Alright. Have a good one, Snoop. Buttes! The life of Buttes! The complaints of a few are growing. What does she really know about getting us to Arborang safely? Smith says. A few others chime in with agreement. Her father was something else, but her? She should be looking for a husband, not telling me what to do. Some laugh, others encourage him. Oddleaf looks at the group of men before turning to you. She seems interested in hearing your response. My father was great. I hope to be remembered as fondly. To Rook! Someone shouts, and to his blood flowing through Alette! The caravan joins in, cheering, drowning out the complaints of the smith and his men. Oddleaf gives you a faint smile. Show them they're outnumbered. Elio looks ill. At least it's not the braggarcy, he whispers to himself as he steps around rowers and baggage to speak with you. I'm not sure we were all built for aquatic voyages, he says. And I hear Arborang is quite a distance away. My people could use a few hours' rest on solid ground. The hopeful looks from others sway you, and you signal the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital's our destination? Elio asks. Volca Juno says the Menders there can protect us. Thanks, Alloy. I'm trying to get my amateur voice actor's badge. Menders? Skull's shoulders slump. You were all hoping for something more substantial. He realizes Avon and Juno can hear him. I thank you for healing my people, but we're talking about an army of dredge. The Volca and her apprentice share a smile, but say nothing. Dredge, Elio says almost in awe. Man and Varl's story fell from oh so ever long ago, but they're real in here. How have they made it so far south? His glance at the Varl was met with both anger and shame. The longship rocks steadily, and the Skull grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fabled horses to ride on. We'd outpace the dredge and be on sound footing. His dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back onto land. Boats, boats, boats. Map the world. Okay. Cool. So, yes. An aging and senile mess of a city that you can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal everything you got. While Ormstar grew early into an important hub of trade, its Twin City Boarsguard became the place to buy things nobody else was willing to hawk. It's greatly supported by the potent items harvested in Reykjavik and Teasel, and plagued by huge disparities between the extremely rich and the suffering poor. It's still early, so my voice is not great. Let me grab my water. Hashtag stay hydrated, bot. I should get stay hydrated, bot. But I don't usually stream for that long. A Stromlid, or Ormsdalar. Ormsdalar. I'm sure Barrick will correct my pronunciation. As Strom led some of the first men east, Ormsdalir was one of the most important places they settled, nestled in the crook where the Ormsa River splits. If Boarsguard and Ormsdalir were twins, Ormsdalir would be the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting anyone else. I like it! And we are trying to get to... That is a long ways away. Arborang. From humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king. The human king. Arborang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving power of the Menders as each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls. The city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Alright, so, just like for an idea of where everyone started. So, Alette and her dad started in Skoger, up here. You went through Fossfeller to Wormtow, and then curved around to Einertoft, ending in, or through Einertoft, took the High Pass, through Haugstorp, and then went to seeking your home. Well, Hakon's group started in... not Retorn. Where is it? Dang it, did I lose it? I don't think it's Ridgehorn. But they started somewhere over here, and they took this path towards Grofheim. Alright. Onwards. You can turn the map at any time during travel by pressing this button. Sorry for bumping the mic. You travel through the world, time passes. No shit. Alright, we're camping. This map is fantastic. If you pass the camp, caravan consumes day worth of supplies. Morale increases. Click the rest tent below. First, I want to select the Trigby. A strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoos beckons to you. His movements are somewhat odd, almost comical. You wouldn't be confused by Trigby's presence if you'd supported this journey long ago. What? The man's eyes glaze over for a moment before clearing. He now acts like your old friends. It's hard to push a spear through a tree. Easier to turn the tree into another spear. Let's wait for Trigby to continue. What? That's it! Shoot out! Haha! Shoot! Trigby starts laughing. It's disturbing, and as you walk away, you hear him singing. Yellow and blue will lie to you, lie to you, lie to you. Fun fact about that guy, who we just got, he was a pre-order / Kickstarter bonus for the first game, so his little, I would have shown up earlier and been less confusing if you'd supported him early, was kind of like, hey, you should have supported the Kickstarter, but I seem to have a very good and very consistent way of missing the Kickstarter every time. I do read the chat when I stream, and the answer is 2 monitors. Alright, who do we have? So many people. So many items. The items carried over! Yes! Let's check him out. Impale. Can he attack from an angle? Okay, cool. So he's basically just not Luden. Trigby's necklace, plus 10% crit chance. Nice. I am running the stream in a side window. Well, this is my primary monitor, which I have OBS capturing. And the other monitor has Twitch open. Let's read about him. Trigby is well known in his hometown for being the guy you hope doesn't sit next to you in the meat house, or is yelling loudly in the middle of the night, or building a collection of spears far more numerous than most men would need in a lifetime. He spends a fair amount of time by himself. Makes sense. Actually, let's take a look at the cast. We've got Elio. What is his abilities? Tale worth telling. When the character exalts his target, feed the strength of heroism. Buffs! That's amazing. What's your deal, Elio? As fearless as he is flamboyant, Elio embodies the boldness of the heroes and the sagas he knows by heart. Though sculpted by profession, his devotion in protecting his wife and children fuels his poet's sword armor. Cool. So, here are the other characters. You got Alette. Oh, they changed her thing! Aw. Since the tragic events in Borskar, families of the caravan look to Alette, daughter of Rook, the former leader, to guide them. Though young, her compassion for others and ability with a bow have impressed all but the most stubborn clan leaders. Calling on her personal resolve and lifetime friendships with the archer Oddleaf and the Varl Ivor, Alette must continue her father's work of seeing the caravan to the safety of our planet. How much does it cost to promote? That is a lot less than it was in the last game, but makes sense. She's got cool damage. I'm surprised we still have Eirik. But we got Hakan. They change all of these. I'll need to read these off stream. Or maybe start with them. We'll figure it out. We'll get through that. Also, they level up anyone who is not super high level. But we rested. We took a look at the heroes. I wish we could do training, just like try out everybody. But two-man approach while no one else is around. One's wearing a wolf cloak and missing a hand. The other is a guard with crazed hair shoved into a helmet. Finally, a moment alone with my new leader. Is there something you need? Seems I should be asking you that. I'm Rugga, the governor of Borsgard. Why am I just now meeting you? The chaos of the siege and the flight from Borsgard. It's my first chance to meet and congratulate you. Your command so far has been impressive. The guard nods his agreement, but says nothing. Thank you. You've never been to Arborang before, right? I already do not like you. I never left Skoger before all of this. Pretty girl rarely needs to leave her village. I'm sure men were already offering to provide for you. But I'm from Arborang. It's different than anything you can imagine. Different how? It's a seat of power. Twice as many people as Borsgard, all clawing to get closer to the king. It's a sight, but it'll probably scare you. I'm not easily frightened. Really? I've heard you've made it this far without killing anyone. Hope that's not out of fear. I can do what's necessary. Remind yourself of that, so you're always prepared to act. I'll teach you what I can along the way. I'll try to shore up the fact that you're a young girl, but it'll take work. He smiles, and with emotion, he and his guard depart. Yeah, I don't like you, or trust you. Not even a little. Oh, we're gonna need to stop. Because that looks like a thing. Ahead, driftwood is collected, creating an impressive barrier for the longships. Alternatively, going ashore has its own risks, from whatever might be lurking in the trees. Bank the ships and set all axemen to chopping. Once on land, neither Hakan nor anyone else with an axe start hacking away at the wood blockage. Thrilling sounds fill the air. Moments later, Rugga says, "Damn, we've got company," as Dredge approach from the woods. You realize you'll have to hold them off until the axemen are finished. Fighting time. Alright. Luckily we got some strong boys. So, we want Egil, we want Avon, we want Krumir. Do I only need 4? How can I not move it around yet? Let's put in the prince. Hold on. How's his stats compared to Trigby's? Interesting. Frontliners. Do you want Irsa, or do you want to put in another frontliner like Ganulf or Mogr? I think we've got enough range characters. Let's switch out Irsa for... Would you guys rather see Ganulf or Mogr? What are we even using? Mogr. There we go. I like this. This is a good combo. Alright. You want to be over there. You want to be right here. You want to be here. You are a backliner. You are technically a frontliner, but not like a frontline fighter. And that should be here. Get that debris cleared. Hurry. Hey, it's Mogan and Hogan. Probably. Actually, I need to get you out of the way first. So, Crewmare, and one of the reasons why he's so strong, is he has a special ability called Forge Ahead, which selects an ally and moves them to next in the initiative, basically pushing back who would otherwise go next. The way that... Hi, Gravy. The way that initiative works is that it literally is just taking turns. So, whoever... Stone wall. So it goes ally, enemy, ally, enemy, ally, enemy, so on and so forth. Already? It's taken me like 4 months. So, the other way that stats work in this game is that strength is both your health and your damage. So it is important to keep it high. Armor reduces the amount of strength damage that you will take on hits. I don't know how consistently you stream though. Sorry, Gravy. I think it's probably just wise to weaken it. So, because strength is both the damage and the health, the best way to win games, especially fights, is to weaken enemies, but not kill them. Basically, get them really bruised, and then just finish them all off very quickly. Thanks, man. So, Ludin, because he's a Spearmaster, as will probably apply for Trigby as well, can attack on the diagonal, and enemies up to 2 away, despite being a melee unit. Alright, so this is going to seem very strange. Sorry, Ludin, you are not going to like what is about to happen. Just out of range. He's throwing bombs. Ogre's special ability is that he will deal damage back to, or armor damage, specifically, back to enemies once they hit him. Get out of here. There you go, Eagle. We got one guy who's still kind of tough looking. I think it's probably time to start killing. Although that did just kill like 3 guys at once, so... Moot point? Oh wait, it's Ego. I love the sound effect that everything makes here. Blue is armor, red is both health and strength. So, it is your overall damage. So, like, he's got 9 strength, which means I can deal 9 because he's got no armor. So, the best way to win fights in any banner saga that I've played, which is, I guess, just the first one and now this one, so you want to get enemies to, like, have low strength first, and then finish them off. But having armor break is still very important on standard ground. We'll join the others when we finish our job here, you say. Those around you laugh. Brace for another round of battle. We're fine. I don't like you, though. I don't like you at all. I also don't like that Alet's out of range. That's kind of shitty. Well, like, here's the thing. Because of the way that initiative works, the reason why you want to weaken enemies but not kill them immediately is, well, there's one very simple reason why. It will always go back and forth. Always. So, if you leave someone strong, what will happen is that you'll go between guys and just have to deal with, you know, your enemies throwing one strong guy at you a lot of times, and you'll just get overwhelmed very quickly. It's still not exactly an awful idea to finish off enemies, though. Wish we had Ivor with us right now. Who needs armor the most? There we go. Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. It's our eagle. But, oh baby, a triple. Luckily, Eagle is our best tank, so he'll be fine. Finish them. Ah, beans. Oh well, he's still dead. We did it. Those lying dead at your feet wouldn't regret ever crossing your path. They weren't dead. Sorry, Luden. And sorry, Ego. They'll be fine, though. "17 renown, that's big. Some of our heroes are injured. Need to rest in camp. We might make it down this river to the capital without any more trouble." You look at Ivor, surprised by his optimism. "And I might sprout wings and start flying." That make up for your missing arm? Hey, I get to make jokes about losing my arm, not you. I suppose that's fair. So, what are we worried about now? I think you should make use of this trainer and his tent that we haul around everywhere. Can't hesitate anymore when it comes to helping others, and not when it comes to protecting your own. Let's bank the ships and make sure you're ready by challenging your skills. Training tent. Let's talk to Avon. You watch for a moment as Avon, Juno's apprentice, and the mender found nearly dead at Ridgehorn, moves his staff in a complex pattern, repairing some armor. Not a bad festival trick, right? Care to give it a try? Mending? Me? Ha! I think I said the exact same thing the first time a mender asked me to try. I thought you'd been born under a blood moon from a certain clan. It certainly helps if you suckled from a she-wolf as a babe. Avon smiles. Anyone can be a mender, but the training can be difficult. I'm not sure I like the way that sounds. You've already completed many of the lessons, tending to wounds, endurance trials, focus amid distractions. It comes naturally to you. What would I have to do if I said yes? You have to practice day and night. Avon looks up toward the unmoving sun. You'd have to practice quite a bit. It wouldn't be easy. Might not even be popular with the clansmen. They're a little skittish around Juno and me. You're not making it sound that great. I've never been much of a recruiter, but mending has its advantages, both on and off the battlefield. Like using lightning to bring down an ancient Varl bridge? Avon grins and picks up the armor. Hopefully not. Anyway, mull it over and we'll talk about it again. I've got to check on a fighter who was wearing this. Alright, I think we want to level up some people first. 2 of our units are injured, in fact. Alright, Mogre. Let's give him more damage. Actually, more damage and more will use. How much does it cost to go to 5? Pretty good. I think I'd rather get Eagle to 5, though. Actually, he doesn't really need a whole lot of armor. That's good. Alright. What item were you using, dude? +1 strength resist. +2 aggro is very good on him. Alright. Let's do some training. Oh, come on in, and let's have a look at you, Sven the trainer says. After a quick assessment, he says, "Yep, looks like you could stand to learn a few things. I've got 5 challenges for you. If you can finish them all before we get to Arbray, well, I'll let everyone know you've impressed me. Ha!" Sven's laughter is full of phlegm. Let's start with a few of the basics. You think about what he's saying. You up to the challenge? Then we begin. Use heavy impact to damage 3 enemies at once. Kill an enemy using puncture, former shield wall. That's 1. Well, that was only 2. I think I might have failed this one. And by might have, I mean I definitely did. Well, that's 2. That's good. Just gotta wait for them to line up. Yeah, I failed this one because I couldn't do the heavy impact. Yeah, that's a failure. Still won't lose, but I'm gonna end. Can I try that again? Alright, gonna try it again. Alright. Peace, Alloy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'd say that works. There we go. Renown grows. Cool. That is a lot of renown just for that. I'll level some people up to 5. Alright. How much does a level beyond 5? 13? That's pretty cheap, actually. Let's do a lead. Interesting. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to promote her again? Yes. Will I? No. Who else should we get 2 for? Or 5, rather. You Crewmere. But... Actually, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, let's do it for Crewmere. Make him more muscly. Many muscles. Alright. So now, the item that he was using, the brake belt. I don't know what Moger was using, but that'll be a much better item for Moger. That's much better for him. That one is better for Hakon. Wait. No. That one's better for Hakon.